Yeah, so that's it.
Cool.
I guess I could have tested the mic, but we'll just hope that it works.
Probably should
mic
test
test
it.
testing 1 2 test
1 2
3.
Nope, we already recorded.
Oh, okay. That's fine then.
Do you get your shirts?
The shirts?
Yeah.
For
The spring game.
do we get them now?
No, did you put in the form?
Oh yeah, of course.
What size do you get?
Medium.
Yeah, I think they were big. I was worried.
So I put a
He
medium.
was texting me.
I also got a medium.
I think it should be fine.
Are you talking right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is live.
Oh, this is live?
This is live.
Oh, shoot.
Alright, we'll go to the song.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Experience Podcast with me and someone else.
And someone else.
Oh. Hey there, I am Eric.
That was
Okay,
pretty
that's
good.
what we're going with.
Yeah, that's what we're going with
You
today.
can use your real name. It's fine.
I mean, I don't want any ties.
No, but if you want to
connection
advertise
whatsoever.
your own work later.
Yeah, if you want to do like a here's
Yeah,
my
maybe you
resume.
should. Maybe you should.
Oh,
use your
okay.
name.
Hey everyone, I'm William. It's nice to meet y'all.
Yeah, there you go.
Don't say your last name though.
I'm not going to.
Yeah. If you want to run for
They can-
president, people can tie this back to you if you say
That's
something
very true,
incriminating.
man.
Okay.
Yeah,
Use
then
it
you might
as a
as well just
soundbite.
bleep out everything I say then.
They don't.
Why?
We don't bleep out.
You don't bleep out?
There's
No
no
bleep out?
editing. There's no editing. Like you could.
Can you like say curse words on here too?
We refrain from doing that
Okay.
Alright,
so we don't get demonetized.
Very important.
For what? Wait, sorry, I missed that.
We don't want to get demonetized
Why would we get demonetized?
for saying curse words.
We wouldn't get demonetized.
We get demonetized by God. We'd be like, that is.
Really, that's what you're.
I'm taking.
It was just
away-
Easter. How was your Easter?
It was holy.
Just you celebrated
holy.
Easter?
Yeah.
What'd you do?
Ate dinner.
Wow.
That's
Easter
different than what you
dinner.
normally
Easter
do.
dinner.
What do you eat for Easter dinner? What is Easter dinner?
Ham and scalloped potatoes.
Wow. I want to say I just had 5 subs for Easter, so like that's
There you
it's
go.
definitely a step up.
Yeah.
You know.
I mean,
I went home.
I mean, I did too, but you know,
Oh.
just we have very radically different views of Easter, I guess.
Clearly. And Tanner
Yeah.
takes off. He has class on Friday. He just takes off Friday.
I just take
Oh,
no
shoot.
Thursday. I take off Thursday night.
No, I mean,
So-
like, you don't go to class on Fridays. You know, you have class Fridays.
Yeah. 'cause
That's the way to do it, man. I wish I could do
I've
that.
learned some things from taking classes.
Okay,
on
sir,
Friday.
sure, go ahead. What
So
is
it kind of shifted my whole weekend. Now I treat Friday as Saturday and Saturday as like Sunday. And then Sunday becomes like a new Monday where it's just all work. It's kind of, I don't know. I think
What's going on?
Interesting.
I don't know that I follow this.
I didn't.
So then what's Monday?
It's just a regular school day, but
It's a Tuesday.
I don't know if
Yeah, did everything
distributing the work like that was the right idea. So everything in all my classes this past semester has been due just like on Monday and Tuesday.
It's going to make you lazier, I feel like.
I think it has. Like
Because you just wait
Work
until the end of the week.
smarter,
Exactly.
not harder. That's what I say.
There you go.
exactly.
If that
So-
works for you, then do it.
Well, it's like I don't know. I think it's made me lazier. It's not for everyone. I don't think it's for me. So next year I'm definitely gonna see if I can do a 5-day.
Well, didn't you already schedule it?
What do you mean? Yeah, that's what I said next semester.
You said I'm going to see if I could, but didn't you already do it?
I am going to.
Or are you in the process? Oh, you couldn't get into
I'm
classes.
gonna. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna do it.
Anyway, well, what have you
Yeah.
been up to?
What have I been up to? Man, I joined a fraternity, so this whole semester has just been like, you know, running around, cleaning up, and then doing menial stuff. It's been fun none the least, but still, just like so much work. My classes have definitely declined, man. Multivariable calc, that's
That's
rough.
not too bad. Oh, okay.
It's rough. At least I thought it's bad, you know.
I think it's been
Tanner did really well on the first test.
Really? I mean, I did too. What did you get?
100.
I got an 87.5, but you know, that's like, it's solid, you know? And
He's
it's-
in a different class.
oh, you aren't Lubinsky's?
No.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So they had
well,
2 tests.
That's good for you though, man, because 8 a.m. suck.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
he doesn't go to
trade
class.
off.
He doesn't. What kind
I
of
don't-
class?
1/3.
Do you go to it?
Nope.
There you go. So it doesn't really matter.
Alright.
It didn't really matter.
Yeah.
It's true. It's just do well on the test, I guess, and you'll be fine.
Yeah. How'd you do in the second test?
Not as well.
Okay.
What's not as well?
I got a 60. And this is the 3rd time we've brought it up on the podcast.
It is, but Will hasn't heard about it yet.
Will has
Yes, I have not
Okay.
yet.
Okay.
It's
But
new for him.
for-
And there's
for
always
avid-
there's always new listeners.
For avid listeners to the podcast,
Will's bringing his big fan base to the because of his
Oh, you are.
exploits.
Exactly, yeah.
you're gonna bring a lot of people to listen to this.
Oh, of course, man, yeah.
I'm sorry if I ruined
thousands
it.
and
Now he's a
Millions of
minor celebrity.
yeah, I got
Really?
like 93 subscribers on YouTube.
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just haven't been able to post recently.
For doing vlogs?
Yeah, for doing
I want to
vlogs.
go subscribe.
Do it, man. 94. That's what's up.
Yeah, 94 subscribers. Are you gonna do something for 100K?
It's,
Can I, or sorry, for your
At 150, I'm giving out a free calendar.
What?
Yeah.
Is it just pictures of you?
It's pictures of me put onto a face of like some sexy firefighter dude.
Oh, okay.
What are you doing for 100 though?
I was hoping it was the
Nothing?
pictures of the faces of the firefighters put on your body.
Ooh, that could be good too.
That would, yeah.
Maybe I should switch it up a bit. I don't know, but yeah, it's been I haven't been able to vlog recently, and then that's kind of sad though.
And so then what do you vlog?
You gotta keep a consistent schedule.
You
know?
do.
These
That's
podcasts are out once a week, or usually.
So what do you vlog about?
I just vlog about my life, man. It's pretty rough right now.
Go ahead, smash that subscribe button.
You know.
Ring-
I'm
I'm gonna hit the
ring the
bell too.
bell.
I'm gonna hit the bell too. I've never hit the bell for anyone.
But yeah, I know. I just vlog about my life. You know.
You're not
just
subscribed
kinda
to our
like-
channel, Tanner?
No, why would I
Do you have a
subscribe?
YouTube channel?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, they just
You
post
post
like
everything
the.
up there. I thought you used Anchor or something.
We do. That's the podcast.
We use
platform.
anchor.fm/the-experience, and you can go to Google Play, Spotify, iTunes, Podbean, and
Where's the
Is that
last one? Castbox?
Castbox.
Castbox. We have a
listen to
YouTube channel.
more.
It's just the still, the logo with the
And
audio.
YouTube. We're also on
audio.
YouTube.
So if you want to, if you want to listen to it.
How many views do you get on it per average?
YouTube is like nothing.
Nothing.
It's maybe a couple every once in a while. Depends. I don't know.
So you've been doing this for a while then, right?
We've been doing it. This is episode 44?
44.
45? Is it 45?
There's higher than that now.
Let me check.
I think this might be higher than that. But
No,
we
it's
do
definitely not higher than 45.
You probably have like a good following by now then, right?
You would
hope
be
so.
surprised
40. This is 44.
in a good way.
So
Shout out to all of our fans.
Okay.
All of
Yes.
them.
Yes, of course.
So y'all do
Implying we
vlog.
have plural.
Part of
many
it is
fans, not
advertising.
just one.
We do advertise on Skyhouse sometimes.
Oh, we do.
We need to work on our marketing. We don't really have a marketing
For the
person.
50th episode,
We don't need
to hype
Tanner,
it
we
up.
need a marketing person.
Dude, honestly, what I say is like just get stickers and then start handing out to people.
And did that work?
We have these
For your
little, we have these little
I
small
didn't hand
flyers.
them out to people.
I mean,
but
you've seen our small
I
flyers.
could. Yeah, I mean the flyers, but like stickers, man. they'll
Stickers
just-
are expensive.
I mean, they aren't that expensive. I got like 100 stickers for $10.
Yeah, we don't have $10.
Is that how you grew your channel?
No, I've just been like slowly spreading around my fans or my friends, and then they'll like tell other people.
It's a pyramid
They
scheme.
find it mildly interesting, and they'll subscribe too. And it's all about getting to like 1,000. I think that's kind of like the breaking point, just pretty far away from that. But I'm telling you, stickers, and just like slap it on
I think
your
Connor and I
laptop.
have to talk about stickers. He wants to do a shower curtain,
A shower
which
curtain.
doesn't make any sense because no one else sees it except for you.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Maybe once you get like a large following.
We'll give out just shower curtains.
Yeah,
Plus, you got to replace them like once a year or whatever, or no, it's regularly.
returning income.
Maybe you can give a shout out to your channel.
I'll be like, yeah,
And then we
buy a
can do
shower curtain right now.
Cross promotion right here.
I guess.
94 followers. That would be a lot for us, but also insignificant because we have more than 94 people listening on Podbean.
Tanner doesn't actually. Tanner doesn't actually know.
Shout out to our Podbean.
He doesn't have He doesn't have access to any of the
He just
accounts.
I can
I
give
I
us
like
the-
it. You
I
gotta say it with
understand.
confidence, though.
I can guess how many people listen, and
Really,
it's a lot.
could you? Hold up your
Especially
hands.
people on Podbean. It's a lot of blinking because I know there's going to be a lot of people listening, and I appreciate every single one of you guys.
Okay.
I do. I think about this
I don't know how
podcast
many
a
listen
lot.
to Podbean.
I think about the people on Podbean a lot.
There's a decent amount on most of it's like Anchor and iTunes.
Oh, how many people on Podbean? Show with hands.
I'm not going to disclose that information.
He's not going to disclose that. Okay, that's fine.
That's fair.
But I really do think about the Podbean people. I think
You do.
I
They
do.
call
really
themselves
connect with them.
Podbeaners, by the way.
If they're okay, if they're comfortable doing that.
Yeah. You're not a Podbeaner?
No, I'm not. I listen on anchor.fm/the-experience.
So you're
Do
an
you really?
anchorer.
You've never listened to the podcast.
I have.
Well, did you get a chance to listen before we started?
I think we listened to one at your Plus session.
We did.
But that's about it.
Yeah,
I'm
that's
coming in cold.
Which one? Was
I don't know what.
Nasty
It was
Boy?
one of the better ones, I think.
Are you allowed to
One
do
of
that
the-
at a plus section? Do
Sure.
some plug
Why not?
all
I
up?
can do whatever I want.
I don't know, I kept on bothering him about it, so he was just like, alright, we're going to put it on.
What are you allowed to do versus what are you not allowed to do? If you want to disclose the Constitution.
I
for
shouldn't
being
say
a-
that, but you can pretty much do anything except for a couple things. I mean, other than the obvious.
Being.
What?
What's the obvious?
Like
Spell it
you
out for
shouldn't
some of the
be.
dumb people
You
in
shouldn't
the room,
be
like
doing
me.
like
Yeah.
dangerous things.
Like, you can't
or anything else like that.
kill your
You
students.
probably shouldn't do that.
You're probably discouraged. It
Yeah.
might
Mhm.
lead to disbarment from the plus leader.
Anyway, Tanner, you brought up some questions you wanted to ask Will, right? Is that what you
Yeah,
said?
yeah, okay.
Okay, sure.
So you obviously have a blossoming YouTube channel,
Yes.
and we have a very blossoming. It's in the late blossom phase.
Yeah.
We have one
Is
of
that
those,
dying?
a podcast. No, it's
Okay.
still blossoming, but it's like at the end of its blossom phase. We have that, but
So it's
for a
going toward
podcast.
death.
So it's in its like full bloom then.
Exactly, we're
Okay.
almost in full bloom.
Okay.
Yes.
And I'm wondering how we can do some cross promotion to just gain that extra little bit of subscribers, that market that's untapped that we're not listening to. And I understand
Mm-hmm.
you as a obviously blossoming YouTuber
As
understand
a creator.
and creator. Sorry,
Yes.
That's the term.
the creator understand how to really reach target audience members that you wouldn't otherwise reach. So can you expand on that?
I don't know. I think you got to do the clickbaity stuff. You know.
Really?
I don't know how that works for a podcast. Maybe start like big, capitalized titles and some weird.
You
Type
write this
of,
down, Daniel?
Yeah,
Write it
write
down.
this stuff down.
Oh,
this, is,
sorry.
this is gold right now. But,
Do you use clickbait?
you know, when you have to. I don't have that much clickbaity stuff to work with right now because you know I'm just a broke college student.
The first day of the semester.
Yeah. You got I Write a Bird. It's very
Log
clickbaity.
9.
The greatest
My
white
go-to
elephant
YouTubers.
gift ever.
What
See?
was it?
It's the
Well, I
calendar
guess
that
I have to. And you have 466 views on this Georgia Tech dorm tour. That's
Oh yeah,
nice.
dude, I threw that together. real
People
quick.
do want to see in your room.
Yeah, no, that is very true. They want like the little things that they don't show in campus.
Yeah.
It's like you do dorm room tour, and then I don't know some other like a day in the
Bathroom
life of
tours.
bathroom tour. Yeah, sure, man.
Mhm.
Like
Mhm.
classroom tours. I don't know.
Wait,
or
where
just
is
like what's in
this?
my
Is this
backpack.
in the-
It's in GLC.
GLC? You
I
live
live
here?
here. Yeah,
Yeah.
Are you a freshman?
I'm a second year.
You're second year? Okay.
Yeah. Unfortunately, man, like I'm halfway done. Which kind of sucks. It's kind of sad. At
Yeah.
the same time, I'm done with college already.
Only halfway. Only 50%. Wow.
That's what you were asking him?
Well, I was just on. Let me take a I went down the
I'm
wrong
good.
way.
I'm good.
Yeah.
It's alright. No, I was just wondering. Yeah. How to grow our channel? 'Cause
So what's your role with the podcast?
But on the podcast, I'm a reoccurring guest as well as a little behind the scenes work. I do,
Behind
some,
the
of
scenes
the,
work.
I do some of the voice acting for Daniel.
Voice acting?
Yes, I
What's
do
voice
some of
acting?
I actually voice Daniel on the podcast
I don't know about that.
and Connor.
I don't know that you've ever done that before.
I actually do.
Okay, so you do Connor? Could you do Connor
I
right
do
now?
a Connor impression.
Go ahead.
Yo, what's up, guys? Hey, it's me, Connor.
I don't think he's ever said that before.
That sounds like a YouTuber, man.
That does sound like a YouTuber.
Yeah.
You did stereotypical YouTuber.
My voice is a little hoarse, so I can't quite do the accent.
Why? Your voice sounded fine like a minute ago.
No, I'm very sick.
Are you?
Yeah.
Is it from the duck we ate?
No, from diabetes.
Anyway, so Will, you
Interesting.
yeah.
But yeah, so what?
I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah. What?
Okay, so essentially you're a side character then. We were talking about this a little
Exactly.
bit earlier.
And
Yeah.
I do a lot of behind the scenes work. You know, I'm a voice actor, I'm a producer.
What producing do you do?
I produce this podcast.
Yeah, what does
right
that
now.
mean? What do you actually do?
I'm talking and helping you produce a podcast.
Yeah, what is the producing?
I'm producing words. out of my
Producing
mouth.
includes editing though, I would think.
Not always.
Do you help with marketing?
I do.
Oh really, what do you do?
I say, listen to the podcast experience at the top of my lungs on
Where?
Skyline's Parkway.
Oh, do you? I've never seen you there.
Yeah, we just go at different times.
No.
Are you always there on Skyline's?
Yeah, I am. I actually sit there for a while, for
Always?
long extended periods of time.
Why would you do that?
Just so I can see if you're there.
That's kind of creepy. That's kind of creepy, dude. You need to get a life.
You got a team though, you know, I guess, which is better.
Yeah, you got a marketing
Solo
team.
gig, you
It's
know.
really just Connor and me. Tanner is just here.
I help more than he knows.
You've never helped with the marketing.
Look at the
Who have you
channel
gotten-
growth.
who have you
Look at
brought?
the channel growth after my first episode. It explodes.
No,
Just
not
look
really.
at the numbers. Do not lie.
On Podbean specifically?
Not on Podbean because Podbean was adopted after episode 35
Oh, okay.
of the podcast.
I think you might have gotten that number right.
Yes, I said the numbers do not lie. I know the numbers.
But you've brought on a few guests, right, Tanner?
I
So you
have.
only have like 3 friends, and they've all come on already.
And they have. I've
Why
exhausted-
couldn't you get other friends on? I've asked you to get on not this Will, but a different Will. A number of times. Like
I didn't ask
weeks.
Will.
He's never
I
asked.
haven't asked. I mean, I asked him a while ago, but he couldn't.
Yeah, so
But
why don't you
That
ask
was a
him
while
again?
ago. I didn't ask him this time. Did we want to double Will?
We should.
That's fine.
That would
It's
be
good
pretty cool.
material. They'd be like, "Hey, Will." And then,
It's like two people start talking like,
Mm,
oh
yeah.
shoot, which will you talk? Yeah.
Okay.
this was the opportunity.
That might have
to
made
get him
for
on.
some confusion.
This,
Not
this
saying
was the
make it better.
perfect. This is the perfect week to get him on.
All right, we could have had Will squared. That would be the
But
episode.
so what is he doing right
There's two Wills. Oh. There's your clickbait title.
now? Anyway,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have brought on people, but they've never really listened to the podcast
No.
before or after.
They have listened after
Have they?
I've told them to listen to it.
Okay, so they've never done it on their own.
Not out of their own volition. I don't know why anyone would listen to this if they weren't getting paid or at gunpoint.
I don't know, I feel like people like to listen to just monotony sometimes.
They do.
It's all about like how you present it and if you make it interesting.
Yeah, you're driving your
Right.
car.
Yeah.
It's background noise.
Yeah,
People don't like silence, so they get to
Exactly.
hear.
they get to
You
hear.
know, there's a quote. It's like I think Pascal or something. He said like the greatest human fear is like being alone in a room. Like,
Yeah.
Is that the guy that invented the triangle?
I think so. I think it's Blaise Pascal, that same guy.
No way.
It's the
And the
yes.
guy that invented the unit of pressure, Pascal. No,
Maybe.
so unit of air pressure.
I don't know. I guess he was a well-rounded guy.
He invented triangles, units of measuring.
didn't really invent triangles.
He might have had a hand in it. There's 3 types of triangles. He invented the Pascal triangle.
Anyway, what do you guys will about your question you
Is
asked
that-
me earlier? Do you
Wait a
remember?
minute. Is the Pascal triangle real? Is that an actual triangle, or is it,
It
like some?
depends on what you think is real. Is math real? We can't touch math. You can't touch the number 1. You can't touch the number 2. You can't touch a
But
triangle.
is there like
from, 3,
actually
4,
a
5.
triangle like called the Pascal triangle,
Yeah,
or is it
you
like
look it
some
up.
mathematical
It's
thing?
a mathematical thing.
Okay,
I mean, all
alright.
math is.
Okay, yeah. What was your question then?
I don't know
What
what.
you asked me earlier? Remember?
What was my question? What? I don't remember.
About
Okay.
With the duck.
reverse osmosis.
Reverse osmosis. Yes. So.
Okay.
He's very confused by it.
Reverse osmosis is apparently just a marketing term. I just learned that today when
Yeah.
Daniel brought it up.
Can you like bring it up? What does it mean? I don't think I've ever heard
So,
of this.
Go ahead.
I don't know
Reference
if
the
you've
marketing
seen
thing.
like a water bottle, like a fancy $2.50 water bottle when it should only be less than a cent.
Yeah.
You know, those kind. Where it's like marketed smartly.
Mhm.
Smart water filtered through reverse osmosis, right?
Yeah.
Reverse osmosis is just a marketing buzzword that kind of gets you to think, oh, this wasn't filtered by conventional means. That means it must be better.
Is it raining?
No,
No.
it's not raining.
It's a lot of
So yeah,
cars
it's just a
online.
marketing term. I just learned that today because Daniel, as we all know, is a chemical engineer, and he
Yeah.
explained the process to me thoroughly. He's like, "That's not a
Not very
process."
thoroughly.
Well, it was thoroughly. That's not a process. That's a marketing buzzword. Is what he said.
It's a
So
process.
what I'm getting is
It's a
that it's just
process.
like a normal filtering thing.
It's
right?
Yeah,
filter.
it's just a normal filter.
Oh, then- wow.
It's just
Okay.
but it's cleverly disguised.
Alright.
So, if you didn't know that, listener, now you do.
Tanner's friend.
Tanner.
No, never mind. Tanner's friends don't listen.
They don't listen to the podcast. I told them not to listen.
You couldn't get Baron on?
I couldn't get Baron on. No.
I think you said he wanted to come on, and then all of a sudden he never wants to come on.
He said he wanted to come on.
He was going to come on, Will, and then
Yeah.
a few hours later, he never wants to come on.
He doesn't want to come on.
Like not even I can't go on. It's I never want to come
Well,
on.
I kind of coaxed him into doing it. I was like, we already are in the area, but we weren't in the area.
No.
Yeah.
And he didn't want to walk.
Also, it's a walking thing.
Getting on a
Yeah.
podcast is like
It's
tough
a-
for some people, or getting in front of a camera or doing anything like that, because it's like the separation of like you can say you can do it, but then people get like camera shy or like.
It's not about that.
shy.
People are just lazy. Like Rachel doesn't want to walk downstairs.
Oh, then yeah, then that's different.
Shout out to Rachel for listening.
I've asked
Just
Rachel.
any Rachel, if you are listening. I appreciate you. Not
I've asked
the
Rachel, like,
Rachel
can you record?
upstairs.
And I'm like, no. She's like, no, I'm busy. I'm like, I know you're upstairs.
Yeah.
I know you're 3 floors up. What are you gonna call?
No, just when I said Rachel, the Bixby, like this thing, the assistant for the
what's
Samsung,
what's
it
your
appeared.
question?
It
It
appeared.
doesn't say hi, it says hi Tanner base. There's no master.
No, there's no master. Delete calls from Peter.
Big speed.
Okay, Bixby.
Why are you getting calls from Peter?
Delete calls from. Nope. Now it didn't turn on when I actually activated. Okay, Bixby.
What the hell is Bixby? Is that like
Bixby is
Siri?
Samsung's
The Samsung
smart
Siri
assistant.
or
Yeah,
that sounds-
assistant.
They
Yeah,
could
but it
pick a
doesn't
better
work.
name than that.
It doesn't
It's just
work.
worse Google. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Bixby. Why would you come up with the name Bixby?
Because it's distinguishable from other names, so that you don't say it on accident, like Alexa or Siri.
That's true.
Why would you say those in normal conversation?
You would.
Alexa played Despacito all the time, man.
That's your
sound. That's
I can't play that for you.
see voice acting. I see.
Oh yeah. Here you go.
Voice acting.
I can't play that for you.
Yeah, that's
What do you think?
voice acting.
That was pretty good.
That sounds like spot on, man. Like honestly, you should
Thank
just
you. No,
become
I appreciate
Alexa.
that. I've been working on my Alexa impression.
Drop what you do and just become Alexa.
Yours is a great New Orleans accent, by the way.
Really? What is New Orleans accent?
What is a New Orleans accent? Well, you'd have to ask Daniel because he is from New Orleans. That's another fun
No,
fact.
but
of the
you
day.
know.
I want to hear it from you.
Yeah,
though.
you're the
What?
voice actor. That's not my job. I'm just.
Down in New Orleans.
You gotta speak for louder for the microphone.
Down in New Orleans.
Why? You're just like gritting your teeth together as you talk. That's your
That's
accent.
part of the accent. It's a different way of speaking.
Yeah. No, I guess
I don't think that's what it is.
New Orleans. Down.
from New Orleans.
Hurricane Katrina.
Or
Shrimp.
I don't think you're being very distinguishable.
po grits,
Shrimp. Yep.
po boy, shrimp po boy,
Creole.
gumbo.
It's just, I think, the New Orleans, how they say it. The New Orleans language is just composed of New Orleans, Hurricane Katrina,
Okay.
shrimp,
Interesting.
gumbo. What's that one street that Mardi Gras runs down? You were there probably.
I was
the
there.
famous one.
You
Go
know,
ahead.
I know what you're talking about.
Go ahead.
I forget what it's been a while since we did.
It's
Gumbo, they say that a lot probably.
There's in every conversation.
Creole,
Gumbo.
they probably say Creole a lot. That means like hi.
that's not a lot of words to work.
Creole
with,
doesn't
though.
really mean hi.
It means hi in New Orleans speak. Say Creole.
Okay.
Creole means hey ya.
I will say New Orleans is something else.
Is it
Been down there like twice.
I once.
But every time I've gone, it's just like
I
it's
went.
crazy.
I went after Hurricane Katrina, not as like a part of like a.
Yeah.
To help people.
a
You weren't
relief
only.
event.
You were
No,
just there for fun.
It was after Hurricane Katrina, like after.
Okay.
You could still be there to help people rebuild houses and all that stuff.
I didn't want to go.
That'd be the nice thing to do.
So this is
I
like
was
what?
8.
Yeah, it was like 10 years ago or something.
Well, you can still go for that.
Hurricane Katrina. It was in what? 2005? No.
It was a long time ago.
Okay, Google. Let me actually try it. Okay, Bixby. Hey, Bixby.
Yep.
No,
There
it
you
didn't
go.
work. When was?
Yeah, my
Wow.
roommate has a Google Home.
When was Hurricane Katrina?
Roommate has Alexa, so.
2005. Yep, 2005. This is pretty big in August. So that was kind of a long time ago.
Wow.
So I wasn't that old, so I don't know if I could help with the relief efforts. But when I
Everyone
went,
can help.
okay, sure, yeah. When I was 5 years old, I should have gone.
You just said you were 8. Now you're 5.
I didn't remember the exact date. I don't know. Well, I was 5 years old or 6 years old, whatever, when Hurricane Katrina happened.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe I went when I was like 8.
Okay.
8 or 9. But what I remember is like, you ever play the Fallout games?
Yeah. I played one of
It was
them.
kind of like that, but with just weird, like the weird people that you meet.
How far after did you go then?
I just walked down the street
day
and I saw
after.
this guy eat a lit cigarette. So I'd liken that to like Fallout.
Was that because of the hurricane, or is that just some one
Just
weird
in
guy?
general.
I'd like to think it was because of the hurricane and it really pushed him to his end. Just like in Fallout, how like the nuclear, I guess, war pushes people to their limits and they just do crazy things.
How long did it take for him to rebuild everything then? Like, do you know off by chance? Like,
He wasn't.
Well, technically, they're always rebuilding.
yeah.
Some of them it still is. I mean, they got most of the big stuff within a few years. Obviously.
Okay.
Did you ever go back? Do you go back?
I haven't been back in a while.
When was the last time?
Did I ever go back? Yes, I did go back.
Do
Maybe
you
like
have family
2007 or something. No,
Oh, so it's just
Yeah.
you 4 your family.
5.
Mm-hmm.
You have 5 in your immediate family?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Your dog?
No,
Either.
no, my dog just passed away.
Oh, really? I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
thanks for bringing that up.
Wow.
Wow.
It's true.
I'm sorry,
It's
Dave.
the experience.
Yeah, that's the
It's not
experience. That's the experience.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay. All right. When I went to New Orleans, I went on like a ghost
How do you
tour.
say it again?
New Orleans.
No, how does Tanner say it?
New Orleans. I
New
think
Orleans?
I think that's how the natives say it. It's been a while since I've been there, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
So, like, how do you
accent
say
might-
New York?
Newark.
Newark.
New York.
New Jersey.
Jersey.
Trash.
Oh, okay. Sorry. When last time you went to?
I went on a ghost tour, right? And so I didn't realize how like haunted New Orleans is, though. You know, you literally walk like
There's all the voodoo
a
stuff,
block,
yeah.
and then it's like, oh yeah, it's like I know, but also there's like the vampires and
The
ghosts.
Did you go during Halloween?
survivors.
No, I didn't. It was just like a day over the summer that I went. And it was like at night, and we just walked around. Like every single like 5 steps, we're like, oh, this happened here. Like the ghost haunts there. Or, like
It's a story town. Yes.
yes, it is most definitely.
Yes. The guy that ate the lit cigarette told me a story. He said,
Oh, while he was eating the lit cigarette.
no, after. He said, if you pay me $5, I'll do it again. And that was his story.
That was.
I told you, they were pushed to their ends by Hurricane Katrina. To make oopsies, to make ends meet, he literally ate cigarettes. I don't know what the return on investment is for a cigarette.
Not.
For eating a lit cigarette, there's probably
There's no nutritional value.
Well, I'm talking about how much does one cigarette cost?
I mean, you can get packed like 20, probably for pretty cheap.
$5.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know.
How
I've
much
never bought a
do you
cigarette
when you
before.
go buy cigarettes, Tanner?
When I go buy cigarettes.
Okay, well that's just
I had to get my
offensive now.
larynx removed because I smoke too much.
Okay.
I don't know.
That's
I don't know.
just offensive. I don't know why you do
Sorry to all the smokers in the
Oh,
audience.
did y'all know that the legal age for buying cigarettes is 18?
Yeah, and
What
you can
about
smoke them younger.
Yeah, no, it's like, but like
You just have to
18
be
and like
18 to
everything
buy
else is
them.
21. Like you can vote and you can
Yeah,
buy
it's kind of
cigarettes, and then like alcohol is 21, which is kind of
Voting
weird.
is 18.
Yeah, that's what I said.
You said everything else is 21.
I
Voting
changed
is-
that afterwards.
I just got
Rewind the
confused.
podcast.
I was confused there.
It is kind of stupid how you can still smoke cigarettes when you're young. Like you can have an older brother who's 18 and buy cigarettes for you when you're 13. That never happened to me.
It happened to you, is that what you're saying?
No,
It
but
seems
you could,
pretty
it could
specific.
happen. It could
Context.
happen.
Read
yeah.
between the lines.
Which is kind of sad because cigarettes can
Why are you smoking so much?
to deal and to
The
cope.
Tanner vapes a lot.
No, really.
Yeah.
I mean, that's your prerogative, man.
Thank
if you
you.
want to do that, do it. I bet it costs a lot of
I
money.
hit the
though.
jewel from time to time.
Those jewel pods, I hear, are pretty pricey.
From time to time.
From time to time.
Yes. So that means once every 3 to 4.
Minutes,
No.
seconds.
No.
Just every 3 to 4.
Yeah,
Every 3 to 4.
That's
3 to
fine.
4. Okay, that's fine. That's cool. But yeah, I don't know. Reverse osmosis.
No, so here's what I've learned about paper towels. And you'll notice this big box in
Yep.
here.
Go ahead.
Especially since we're at GLC. So it gets delivered right here.
Yeah.
You order a pack of like whatever, however many, 12 family rolls. You don't have to go to the store and buy them anymore. They can deliver right here.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
You gotta take advantage of the GLC.
It's pretty cool. No, I do like the fact that we have our own post office.
Yeah,
It's
it's
super
going
convenient.
Doesn't it
Especially
cost
mine,
money?
I'm right across the hall.
Yeah.
He's right there.
For you too.
Huh? What would you have?
Doesn't it cost money, extra money to get it delivered?
No.
Off of Amazon, you have Prime and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it costs
Yeah,
the same for
Amazon.
shipping no matter where. I mean,
What if you bought it from the store?
what do you mean?
Publix, just down the road. Less than
I feel like
6
Amazon's
tenths of a
pretty
mile away.
competitive. Every store has to do that price match guarantee stuff these days.
Yeah.
To keep up with Amazon.
Well, I feel like it'd also be faster.
To what?
Just
to pick it up
stuff
at the
from
store?
Yeah.
It depends what you're getting. Like, I
Yeah.
mean, that's maybe
Oh,
fat, but you still have to go there.
Yeah.
Here, I
Yeah,
can just
that's
walk
10
outside
hours.
my door.
But what about food? How do you get food? How do you get
Go to Publix.
broccoli?
And
Yeah.
walk to Publix. It's,
So
it's
why
a
not just
10-minute walk?
Why
not
not just
even.
pick up paper towels on the way there?
Because it's like they're cumbersome. It's a big thing you got.
Or can't you
Yeah.
just have bigger
Plus, this
ones?
you can get a whole pack of 12. You get a 12 pack, and you don't have to buy them for like the rest of the semester. That's
just
the idea.
just bring a friend or grow another hand. It's not that hard.
Yeah, sure, man. Just grow another hand right
Yeah.
now.
Have you guys ever tried?
No, let me try it right now.
If you focus all your energy and your body on growing your brand. Shout out to Podbean, our listeners. If you focus on growing your brand,
It's the one thing. It's the one feed he remembers. So yes,
Keeps on remembering.
I know it keeps. It reminds me of the good old days.
So you're saying pod beaners then? Is that what they're called?
They're called pod beaters. Yes.
Pod beaners, yeah. So what's the what anchor is like? What's your anchor fans called?
Well, it's
Sailors.
the sailors. Yeah.
Sailors. Okay, that makes
Sailors.
sense.
Yeah.
Yep. The people on iTunes are called
iTuners,
Yeah.
no.
No.
Rich.
Yeah, I was about to say.
Yeah.
Yeah. Rich.
They have their AirPods in. Can't hear
They
anyone
can't hear
else.
us anyway.
Yeah.
They have AirPods in, so you can insult them all you want. Sorry, iTunes listeners. People on Spotify, they're upper middle class, but they're not nouveau riche, or they can buy and afford.
You don't
Spotify.
need
I
Spotify
mean,
Premium,
iTunes.
I think, to listen to this podcast. It should be free.
Really? It's
Yeah.
free to listen to this podcast?
Yeah.
I don't see why you pay money to listen anyway, but
Well, you can support the podcast through Anchor. You can be a monthly supporter.
you can be a monthly supporter, and that brings us to our first sponsor of the day.
No, we already played the sponsor at the beginning of this
Oh,
episode.
frick. Well, if you guys rewind to the
I guess I
beginning
could
of
make it a
this episode-
mid-roll, but I don't think we get any more money if we make it a mid-roll.
Oh, really? Oh, man.
You get multiple sponsors per episode, then?
Yes.
We only have one sponsor right now.
Oh,
so
okay.
there's-
Still, though, that's pretty good. At least you have a sponsor.
We do have a sponsor. It's the same sponsor we played in every single episode. People
Yep.
are sick of it by now.
What sponsor is it?
It's
Can I
Anchor.
record?
Oh,
Can I
okay.
record?
That's the actual stuff.
Can I record a?
If we get another one, I think... Oh,
You
intro?
should.
What do you want
How
to
many-
record?
I think you should rotate the intro message every 10 episodes. Like, it's it's kind of just stale hearing Connor not
Well,
talking about how to.
Well, the way it
start a
works
podcast.
is, the way it works is, I put in the podcast,
Mhm.
or I'll record it. Then it says add sponsored segment, and it just adds like a default thing, and it chooses the one that gets us the most money
Mhm.
per click or whatever.
Really,
And so
And it-
in this
it
case, we only
tells
have
you to
one.
voice that one.
Hmm?
It tells you what to say.
So they give us a script, and about half of they give us a script where some of it's bolded, and that's the required stuff, and the rest is kind of up to you.
So yeah, just
okay.
maybe alternate it every 10 weeks or something like that, or every 10
Ask for new
episodes.
scripts, yeah.
Not even
Doesn't
ask for new
bad.
scripts, just how many people recorded.
I guess we could re-record it, but I think the one that we have right now is pretty good.
I don't think so.
Really, have you
But-
listened to it ever?
I have, yes. It's Connor, and he doesn't know what to do and how to start a podcast. And you say,
Mhm.
well, if you head over to Anchor.fm,
Yeah, see, the stuff that I say in it is the required part.
it's the
pretty much.
required part.
Pretty much.
Mhm.
It's also the requirement is only has to be like 30 seconds, and we've got like a minute.
Yeah, it's kind of annoying. It's kind of way too long.
It is pretty
It
long.
is. That's me telling you as a producer that it's
Mhm.
way too long. Me telling you as a
But you're not a producer.
as a listener, it's me telling you it's way
But you've
too
never
long.
listened to the podcast.
I will
have
say
listened
it's
to the
that a minute long is pretty long.
But you don't
It's
really
way too
listen.
long for an advertisement.
It may not be
Yeah.
a minute, maybe like 50 seconds.
The bane
It
of my
does feel
existence-
pretty long. It's like I want to skip this.
Plus, it's the first thing you hear. You could,
Sure.
if you really wanted to,
Yeah.
just skip ahead.
That's true. I mean, I don't know. Advertisements are like the bane of my existence, especially when you're on YouTube and stuff. Like, I understand you got to do it to make money, but still.
And this is not like we put our own. Like I said, only about half of it is actually scripted.
yeah.
So the other half is just us doing our normal riff. So it's
Yeah.
not as bad as we tried to make it slightly entertaining, where you're not just like, I'm not just reading. Do you want to?
Yeah. Monotone voice.
You could maybe do that, or maybe make it a little bit more fun. Add like
It
some,
is pretty fun.
make it sound like a zoo in the background. Add some like elephant noises and some giraffe.
We did
noises.
have. We actually had like
What
a
you
car
could do
go by during it.
Is you could, like, pretend you're on a boat, right? Since
You
it's
could-
anchored.
Yeah, just have a little bit of fun.
Yeah.
That's the sea as the waves are crashing against the boat, rocking it from side to side. Paint a picture is what I'm saying. Right now, the image is just bland. It's like Connor being a dumbass, and you're telling him to go to Anchor, and it'll fix his problems. What you need is people stranded at sea. Their only hope:
It's anchored.
Anchor.fm/the-experience.
No, Anchor. We're not. We're just telling
Okay,
people to go to Anchor to
Anchor.fm.
start their own
Yeah, sure.
podcast.
I know.
Yeah.
So that's their salvation. That's their light in the dark. Is Anchor.fm, and they need to know that.
I just want to email Anchor and ask them if they can get us another sponsor. They're supposed to find them for us,
Mhm.
but they haven't
Really?
found another one. Yeah, I mean, this was pretty good, but
So what does it take to, like, start a podcast then?
well, if you go to Anchor.fm,
Yeah.
you can. You basically you don't really need anything. We don't really have a setup. We had a studio.
Like, how much does
Got
this thing
destroyed.
cost? The blue
Connor
mic
got
that you're
this
using?
microphone for 50, maybe 45.
50K.
But he got it as a gift. It was a gift, like a
It was a
Christmas
gift for the
Oh, okay.
studio. Yeah, exactly.
We used to record in the multimedia studio.
Yeah.
And they have a mic set up and all that,
Ooh,
and a whole
fancy.
thing.
Yeah.
Um,
Now we've upgraded.
But they're
We've-
obviously renovating
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
So this is
Oh,
our B
it's a
studio.
Okay.
This is the B studio.
I'm
So it's actually
reserving
downgraded.
for the one with and I'll tease it, the one with Evangeline and Danielle
Uh-huh.
for next. We'll record for the next podcast. I'm gonna book a room in the new library. There's like a little thing that we'll demo for that. It was
cool.
too late to do it for this one, but
Okay, I see how it is then. See, I have on your priorities list.
no.
Who's your favorite Plus Session students? Okay.
Am I supposed to say you?
I mean, no, but you're not supposed to say anyone. You know.
Yeah.
You can't have favorites. Like,
I can't have favorites. There's no reason I can't have favorites.
you
Why
can't
not?
say your favorites. You know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, that'd be like against the rules
Why?
of the plus session.
Is that also?
I have no
Rules.
clue. I don't know.
No.
It seems like it. It's favoritism, man.
There's nothing wrong with that. As long as no one's feeling uncomfortable.
I guess so. But like, where am I at on your list of plus session people? Am I near the top? You know,
Is
middle.
he top tier?
I'm not allowed to disclose that, as you said.
Well, just give him.
Just, yeah, come on.
I don't want
General.
Tanner to feel bad.
So compare me to Tanner then.
Yeah.
Like, am I above Tanner, below Tanner?
Tanner doesn't know what's going on usually. He requires
Not
a
in-
lot of assistance.
Okay, sure. Right, sure. So he's better as a student. I'm sure Will's very smart and intelligent.
So,
So maybe he's better as a student, but what about?
Will, do you go to class?
Yeah.
you know, occasionally when I can get up for the 8 a.m.s, yeah,
You tried to. You may
try to, you know.
See,
Tanner?
he's
Conscious
better as a
effort.
student. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay,
Tanner.
so
Tanner
I'm
knows that there's.
I'm
Well,
fine
well
with
talk
conceding.
about why you don't go to class, Tanner, because I still don't understand this.
It's just at a bad time.
1:30
Yep.
seems
On
like
a
a
Tuesday
perfectly
and
fine
Thursday.
time.
The
Seems
problem
like
is
a
I don't have
good
any
time.
other classes after 9:30.
Do you have?
Ooh, I know how
So-
you mean by
So I'm
that.
9:30, and then I can either stay in my room and go to sleep, or
Wait. The class ends at 9:30, or you
it
start?
ends at 10:45.
Okay, yeah. So it ends at let's round to 11.
Yep.
That's only an hour and a half. You can go get lunch and then go to class. I feel like that's pretty easy. Or 2 hours and a half. 2.5 hours.
I get that. So
See-
you don't want to actually like go out.
But
'cause-
it's for 2 hours because you'd have to leave early.
Yeah.
You have to walk out of the door.
No, I'm saying you just go somewhere else, work in Clough for an hour, and then
Why
go get
would
lunch,
I work there?
so you can
Go
go to
back.
class.
No. I don't want to go to class.
Oh, yeah, okay, of course.
Do you understand the predicament?
I'm trying to create a path where you could.
I
go to
don't
class.
want to do any work.
Where'd you
Minimal
go to this last
effort.
test?
Well, to reiterate what we said early on the podcast, and to reiterate what I said early on 2 other podcasts that I've been on, I got a 60 on the second test.
bringing it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
Do
bring
you
it up.
think if you went to class, you would have done better?
No.
Really?
Like some of the mistakes I made, you couldn't see it on that
I
second.
couldn't.
one.
You tried to pull it up, but it conveniently would not scroll.
Yes.
Really?
I think they're just some of them were bad math errors.
Yeah, math is like the thing you mess up one thing, you can like lose 10 points.
So I
20
literally
points.
got like 60% of every question. That's what it seemed like.
Oh, so you got partial credit. That's
I
cool.
got partial credit for everything because I think I made small mistakes.
Yeah.
Which kind of sucks. No question was done perfectly except for the first one.
Still, that's decent. At least you're getting partial credit.
Yeah.
I remember.
and
it
the
was-
average was
Yeah.
a 65.
so you're just like 5 points below.
Yeah.
That's
so it
that's
wasn't
pretty
that
good.
bad. So it wasn't that bad. For not
Yeah.
going to class, getting 5 points below the average,
Yeah.
pretty good.
Not knowing what topics are in the final.
Not knowing what topics on the final.
Mm-hmm.
That's a topic for discussion.
See that.
It will be. We're working on it. I'm working on it. This semester has been about personal growth. I know for you,
Yes.
it's probably
No,
also
totally.
been
Yes.
about personal growth
I get
as well.
that.
Have you grown?
Have I grown?
Mm-hmm.
I'm realizing, or right around now, that I've actually learned a lot more than I guess I had thought about. Like just about classes and kind of about myself and about what I can handle versus what I can't. And just choosing classes smarter and how to, I don't know, progress as a student, I guess.
Okay. So more academically then.
Exactly. So
Like, talk about what you learned. I mean, we talked about this earlier.
not like what I learned in my classes.
No, I
but-
mean what you talked. Remember what you told me?
so about I took an online class this semester. It kind of got a little rough at parts because I would put it off. I couldn't really trust myself to do and keep up with the online
Yeah.
segment because I just wouldn't prioritize it because it was like, oh, I can do that on Friday. Oh, I would still do the next day, and then I wound up having to do like an entire unit
So
in
much
a
more
week,
picky, yeah.
basically. So it gets kind of crazy. I realized I probably shouldn't do that because maybe I can't manage myself as well as I thought I could.
Yeah. No, I think you just gotta. I don't know. I feel that way too. Like sometimes it's just hard to like get out and go to class.
Exactly.
And I feel like next semester, or at least one of these semesters, you gotta find like a class that's like pure attendance based to get you up in the morning, like maybe at 9 a.m. or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's not the issue. You were getting up for the 9:30 class, right?
That one, I felt like I really had to because it was a hard class.
Okay.
Okay, so this wasn't about getting out. This is about staying out.
And it's more about just. I mean, are you talking about like the CS and the all-night class?
No, I'm talking about the 9:30 and then the 1:30.
Oh,
class.
9:30. That's more of an issue of me just not wanting to put in the effort to walk to class and really use that time diligently. Okay. So, I mean, I could have, actually been studying during that time, but instead I put off studying till, the day before the test.
Yeah.
And of course, it works out for a little bit, but...
What major are you then?
IE.
You're in IE. Do you want to be in IE? Is that something you want to do, or is it more like a secondary technical?
That's also what I've been learning. I didn't enjoy the first IE class, and I know most people don't, but I enjoyed the CS classes that I've taken in the past. So I've been just juggling that around in my mind, whether I should switch majors, add a minor. Actually meeting with my advisor tomorrow.
Oh, good job.
Cool.
So yeah.
I see my major as kind of like a means to an end. Like, it's a way to make money, but I don't want to work as an electrical engineer for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
Working sucks, man.
It does, exactly. Who wants to work? Daniel does.
What do you want to work?
Daniel seems more driven than most people.
Why do you see that?
I don't know. You're a plus section leader, and you've been a plus section leader. Someone who tutors math, by the way, for the listeners. He's helped students for what, 3.5 years?
No.
Never mind. I don't know. 5 semesters?
So
2.5 years?
1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, this is the 5th semester.
So he willingly does that on top of being a student at Georgia Tech. I mean, that's already...
It's not that much time, to be fair.
Okay, but you still got to go to that extra class. You got to help people
I just sit in the class. Yes, I have to be there. I don't have to...
Just to help people out. I mean... That's an extra academic responsibility.
It is.
And
it's
a lot
work.
more than
a lot of people have jobs.
Yeah, I know, and they're just more driven people. That's what I'm saying. You're more driven than the average people. I don't have a job.
You could easily get an office job. Just work in an office.
I don't think you have to have a job to be driven, though. You can be driven in a certain goal.
In your studies, sure.
Like, what's the thing that you want to do? Like, what are you actively trying to progress at?
What do you mean?
I don't know, just like anything that you're actively giving an effort.
There hasn't been a whole lot of that this semester.
Okay.
I don't know. Last semester I was focused on making friends and trying to adjust as a transfer student. This semester has been more like me kind of...
You settle into a groove.
Settling into, yeah. I've been, and maybe that groove is academic mediocrity. As in getting some B's here and there, like in multivariable. Gonna get a B, listeners. I know you've been on the an exciting train where I've gotten 100.
Have they?
What? What?
Have they? Have they been on the edge of their seat?
I think they've been on the edge of their seat waiting to hear what I get in multivariable. Because a lot of our discussions, actually 3 of them in the past 3 episodes have been about my grade on the first test and my grade on the second test.
Wow.
So if Daniel thinks it's pertinent to bring up and he wants the listeners to hear it, then I'll bring it up.
Okay.
So
you have another episode after this where you talk about what you got.
I will. No, that's going to be a huge focus point. Tanner gets an A. There's your clickbait title.
There you
It's
go.
obviously not true.
Yeah.
I say I got a B in the half.
You'll never
So
guess
if you
what Tanner
round
got
up-
on his final. I don't know.
You'll
Something
never
like
get,
that.
there you go.
Yeah.
To craft our...
Yeah,
That actually
it's
works.
too long, though. It can't be too many words, otherwise it gets cut off a lot.
Oh, okay.
Just say Tanner gets A. And that's enough for people to be like, wow. He got an A? How? Did he cheat? No.
Like psych. Or, I don't know. Maybe you'll get an A. I don't know. You never know.
You do never know. What if it's curved a lot? What if I get an A in the final? That would put me maybe at like a...
The average on one of the tests was 65.
Yeah.
You'll probably be
Hopefully
pretty good.
the final grade's probably curved a little bit.
But your first test average was like 90.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
the professor overreacted.
He made the
Or
next
maybe
test
perfectly reacted to keep the grades, to get the average back down.
Yeah. So I'm guessing the average right now is probably B in the class. I'm guessing I'm still average.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Well, Tanner is average, so
I told you, academic mediocrity.
that's the podcast this week. Will, do you want to plug your channel again one more time?
No, I think it's fine, man.
Okay. Well, there you go.
I mean, I didn't even never said my name. You got to know my last name in order
Yeah.
to find my
That's true.
channel.
Or it could not be his last name. He could just be making it up.
Yeah, maybe I don't have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Tanner, anything you want to plug?
No.
What do you have going on?
Podbean, I want to shout out to the Podbean listeners because I actually really appreciate them for discovering us on a platform that is almost as alien and exotic as this
A
channel.
lot of people use
itself.
Podbean.
Yeah, I want to shout out to the iTunes listeners. You know, y'all cool, man. I have AirPods too, so I respect it.
Okay, well, that's the show.
Cool, awesome.
That was sick.